Bro, I'm just like, what the hell? This Kelpy dude, bro? What the fuck is the real situation there, bro? Like, a pimp, bro? A pimp, you're pimping. That's at 19 years old. That's what we're going with, like for real. Someone who's dog, clearly just like super suburban. I've been out in the suburbs for some time, bro, and I know I can smell that, bro. You're talking about some ism, bro. Like normal people from that world, from the underworld, and even just being in the inner city, like anybody, even the homies that I got from the inner city, none of us ever like claim some pimp type shit. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? And now you clearly this like super wet behind the ears cat trying to be a pimp though. Like, you pimping for real? This shit is so cringy, fam. Like, I've never seen something like. I mean, why would you want? Why would you want to be a pimp? Like, for real. Like a person that's a pimp. Pimps. I'm not gonna totally speak for them, but I mean, pimps don't even set out to be pimping. Even the homie Sharp on No Jumper, like every interview I've watched, and people question why he became a pimp. He makes it clear he was like, no, I didn't choose pimping. Pimping chose me. Like that's a lifestyle that chooses you. That's the type of cat that you ain't got no type of outlets. You not involved in no drug game. You didn't you don't got no come up, no hustle there. You don't got no hustle in other areas. It's just like that's what you accustomed to. You been around females, you comfortable like that. That's your only hustle that you know, and that's the life that end up choosing you. And this dude is 19 years old, like really claiming some pimp shit. Like that shit is cringy as hell. Shit is cringy as fuck, bro. Like I can't even for the life of me, bro. And it's crazy, bro. I was watching that. My boy, what's his name? China Mac, bro. I think he's part of like the No Jumper roster or something like that. They really put this dude like set this nigga Kelpy up on some talking about some breaking a chick. Can you break a chick, bro? China Mac talking about Kelpy. I want to see the ism, bro. Like I really want to. This fool got at this shorty like it was some kind of business deal he was offering, he was promoting. Which okay, yeah, I guess in that lifestyle it is somewhat of that kind of situation. But it's like that's really not the approach. I mean, bro has zero lingo, zero charisma. Like, bro, no zero swag. Like, bro, that's the bare minimum to getting on some pimp shit. It's niggas with lingo, charisma, and swag off the charts, and they don't even mess with that. Trying to get shorties and trying to pimp them out. They know that they ain't on that level. They ain't trying to put their game to the test on that level. And this dude's got zero of any of the above, claiming that he's a pimp. Bro sounded like a straight up T-Mobile employee of car sales dealer, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And really got this dude out here like trying to break females, talking about like putting them onto the game and shit. This nigga starts talking, referring to his females as bitches, and okay, that's alright. And the shorty's like, I'm like, you keep saying bitches, and she clearly got a problem with it. Like, dog, like, stop saying that goofy shit. Like, shorty is not rocking with it at all. And this nigga like keeps saying it, and okay, I get it. Like, it's some females like, okay, yeah, you can throw the word bitch around to them, and they not really tripping like that. You know what I'm saying? And which was not the case with this nigga. Like, shorty was tripping, and dude for the rest of the interview like couldn't even get his game to the level to like to even stop using the word bitch. And you talking about this is the shorty you trying to break, and you can't even get over that little speed bump, that baby ass speed bump. He didn't ask the chick if she drank, if she smoked, if she liked to party, who she hang out with, does she prefer hanging out with girls or rather hang out with dudes. None of that shit. He didn't hit her with zero type of fill out or at all to figure out like the type of shorty he was even trying to chop up like that. And that shit was so, man, when I tell you that shit was cringy, sheesh. Boy, that shit was goofy as fuck. That is one fluky ass motherfucking pimp. If you talking about you pimping, that was some fluky pimping right there. That doesn't even, bro. You claiming to be, you're not even a player, and he keep popping up with this same shorty like you ain't even at player level, and you talking about pimping, and then you referring to yourself as a pimp. Nigga, they slap football numbers on cats talking about they're pimping. A real pimp, you get caught up on some pimp shit, you fuck around and get a 80-year sentence doing that, fucking around with that type of shit. And you 19, and this is what you reaching for? This is like what you're striving for as your career path? Is some pimp shit? And you from the suburbs? Bro, you finna get caught all the way up. You know how bad that shit would feel? Over some shit like that, over that type of choice, like, that's crazy as fuck. Anyways, that shit is just, I know dudes throwing hands and shit again. He's on some other podcast, this new, like, Doe podcast or some shit, and they was just really just clowning, dude. Just, this dude has just been getting clowned every podcast he on, and that shit is, like, actually cringy as fuck. Like, I don't even know how the fuck. That shit is mind blowing, dog. Like, this dude is really claiming to be pimp level. Like, what are you talking about? This type of dude, like, you barely seem like you could even bag a bitch. Like, what is you talking about? And so, yeah, he kept chopping up that girl. He kept saying the bitch word, kept talking about bitch, and you trying to break this chick, you trying to get this chick on the roster, trying to get shorty on the team, and yeah, just kept repeating the shit. And then on top of that, turns out shorty's 30. Shorty is a square, mind you. Like, this chick is a square. Anybody should be, not anybody, but any decent dude should be able to like get somewhere running that game on shorty. Like, you should be able to pull shorty. And she was like, they asked, what do you rate Kelpy and all this shit? She said something like a 4, I think. And the shit was just cringy. On top of that, he ended up figuring out shorty's 32 years old. It's like, why would you even approach a 32-year-old on some pimp shit? On some, like, I want you to be one of my workers. Like, that shit doesn't even make sense, bro. Like, you're established and shit at 32. There's a pretty ass girl, pretty as hell. Like, seemed cool as fuck, seemed down to earth, seemed like she had a cool ass personality. And this nigga's like really talking to her on some pimp shit. And it's just like from the start, it's just like, what the fuck are you even like? What is going on in your head, bro? Like, hell no, she ain't with that. She is not rocking with you on that, my guy. Like, dog, she is not, my boy, it's not happening. And dude, just like, he kept trying to chop. They was over there giving him tips and stuff like that. He's on all these different podcasts, and every single podcast dude's been on it, he's just sitting there, everybody's trying to son him and little brother him and all this shit. The girl ended up basically claiming sister, like trying to big sister him and all that shit. It's like, bro, just crush the pimp card, bro, because you don't even seem like you can barely bag a shorty, and you're talking about a pimp. Not that I know so much, but shit, I know a pimp when I see one. I had a homeboy that was on that shit long ass time ago. I ain't seen him in like a decade and a half. But he was legit. We went to the little strip club and all that shit. More like damn near like a gentleman's club, and it was just me and dude, and he shot us straight to the back, and all the little females was around, sitting on our laps and all types of shit. Like, he was really on that level. I was like, damn, I was 19 at the time, so I was shook. I was like, damn, I didn't even know. No, I wasn't 19, I was like 22 or so. And that was the first time I had ever been around some shit like that. I was just kind of shocked, like, damn, bro, you really got it like that? And he really did, but then again, dude was like 35 at the time, like, legit had it like that. And it's like, bro, that was his lane. Dude, this is not dude's lane. It's like, you're 19 years old, shit. I could pull one of Kelpy's bitches, and I'm nowhere near claiming some type of pimp status. And I could promise you, I could bag your bitch from you. Like, straight up take your bitch from you. And I know a lot of my homeboys that could, very easily. And this dude's claiming to be a pimp. But I just wanted to react to that shit, because that shit is wild as fuck. Exclusive Dynasty. I'm all at y'all. Adios. Like, comment, and subscribe.